Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, going a bit deeper into the Steam Next Fest demos. Downloaded 9, and this is the largest of the 9, because it is showtime. Good evening, everyone. Hope your weekend is kicking ass. Guardians of the Wild Sky, or GOTWS. They probably should have gone with Guardians of the Wild Open Sky so that they would have had an acronym you could say. Please enjoy the game. Note, pre-alpha, blah, blah, blah. World has an 8-hour time limit. You can start a fresh new world as many times as you want. Full game is massive, 800 square kilometers, which would be, say, 20 by 40 would be 800, and that's going to be about 13 by 26 miles. Pretty big. And more or less. Probably less, but yes. Good evening and welcome. Free to explore in any direction, encounter unique creatures, and yeah, okay, here we go. This is the biggest of the demos I downloaded, 13-something gig. I've opened it this far to change the options. Let's create a new world. Lensland. Back on Guild Wars probably either tomorrow or Monday. As I picked up the 800 gem package that includes 3 unlocks or 3 choosy boxes for cosmetics and 5 random dies, and then I spent like 200 gold buying out most of the dies I was missing. So now all of the 5 dies I will be opening will at least be 60 gold each on the auction house. If I were to sell them, but I don't think I can sell them. Maybe I could, but I don't think I will. Hey, Vort. Difficulty. Easy, thank you. I'm an old man. I want to get the feel for the game. I don't want any frustrations. Privacy setting, friends only, which obviously would include any and all of you, but not on stream. Max players, up to 10. The password, no one will ever guess this. Let's start the game. I'm down to something like 20 of the dies in Guild Wars 2 that I don't have now, and all the ones that are left to be randomly selected are high money. I would like to create a character. Let's see what our options. Skin color. Lens Smash! Sorry. Capital P, Vort, but other than that, you were entirely correct. That's a little bit too yellowish. Too orangish. I don't know, I'm feeling kind of blue today. Wow, okay, we'll just go with that one. Shoulder width. Chest depth, torso length. I have a very long torso and I'm not making that up. And I have short arms and legs. Hair color. 6 abs too many. Well, I think my opinion on abs is the same as my opinion on beer. Why settle for a 6-pack when you can have a keg? I hope they have an actual bald, not just a scrubby bald. They do not. Why? Why do they force me to be scrubby? I don't want to be scrubby. I want to be bald. I shaved recently, so that's not quite right. There we go. See, I can have a almost clean-shaven face. The face, close enough. Eye color. That box with the dye unlock, much cheaper. Well, I did. I have 5 unlocks waiting for me. I bought everything that was basically 20 gold and under. And so everything that's left is 60 gold and over, so I'll get those ones free. Well, out of the box. Good evening, Mr. Beamish, by the way. I'm Lens. Sure. I'm level 1. I will select me. I've hand selected me by using my hands. Once the four folk ruled, masters of earth and heavens alike, they did not merely tame the wilds, they bent nature to their will. Mountains bowed, storms were harnessed, and the mighty guardians, beings of unfathomable power, were enslaved. Then their power was not unfathomable if they could be enslaved. I mean, that doesn't make sense. Been some very fun demos. I have a very high bar for wish listing, and the only one that's gotten wish listed was one I played for 3 days. That was Windrose. But Dominion was not enough. In their hubris, the four folk sought to forge a god. Yet in their blind pursuit, they wrought only ruin. I hate it when that happens. Yeah, the demos have been entertaining. None of them were quite hitting my requirements to wish list, but I'm keeping my eye on them going forward. What they created was not a god, but a nightmare, a living shadow, a hunger without end. They call it Malice. Oh. Malice in Wonderland. Or so the story says. Well, here I am. Present day, aboard the ship Stardust. I'm going to speak to Darius Vane. Keep your wits about you. Keep your wits sharp out there. The skies may look calm, but pirates strike when you least expect it. I now expect pirates. Have you fought them before? Years back aboard the Windless. We thought we'd outrun them. Instead, they took the ship, burned her sails, and left us drifting. Half my crew never saw land again. That's why I keep my blade sharp. Okay. Do I have a blade? That is surprisingly nice looking. Gotta say. As I did mention, this is the largest of the demos I downloaded. I downloaded 9 demos today, and this one's the biggest. Figured we'd play this, and that way we can free up 13 gigabytes of space. I'll speak to Finn. Characters named Finn are usually goofy, kind of lighthearted. Can you feel it? Adventures in the air. We're sailing straight into legend. Or in this case, he's an idiot. Treasure, relics, places no one's ever set foot on. Isles drifting in the far clouds, untouched since the four folk vanished. One good find, and our names will be carved into history. Really believe it? Why else would anyone brave the skies? Pirates and storms can't stop us. Not with fate on our side. Besides, fortune favors the bold, doesn't it? Yeah, if you believe the cliches. Silas Cragg. More tough, dependable kind of guy. Let me guess, someone's filled your head with ghost stories about some ancient evil in the skies. What if the stories are true? Ha! What if pigs grow wings? Bacon delivering itself sounds okay with me. Ha! What if pigs grow wings? Fear feeds itself, matey. Someone sees a shadow, someone else calls it a monster, and before long you've got yourself an ancient evil. Okay. We have that old standard exclamation point. Lyra Cloudwell. Hi, Lyra.
Huh?
Have you heard the tales? Out there in the skies, beasts like none we've ever seen. I hear some can breathe fire while others command the waves. Have you seen one? No, not yet, but I swear sometimes when the clouds break just right, I see shapes watching us, waiting. If I ever do see one, I'll be ready. I'll have proof. Okay. It's Captain Brannock Thorn. Curse that stew. I told the cook these oysters smelled wrong. Crapping your pants again, are you, Cap? Truth is, I'm in no shape to stand at the helm today, and the crew needs someone to steer her true. That someone is you. Are you sure about this? Sure. I've sailed the skies longer than you've been alive, and I can tell you this. They've never looked kinder. Look out there, endless seas of clouds, drifting isles rich with relics, treasure enough to make kings of beggars. Learn what it means to command. If you crash her, I'll blame the cook. But if you succeed, you'll have your first taste of legend. Go on, take the wheel and steer us north to glory. Okay, set sail north. Are we aiming north? We are more or less aiming north. I am sailing north. Slowly coming up to speed. Music is a little bit too loud. I turned it down. I turned it way down. You saw that. I turned it down. Okay. Got to be careful, cautious of the oversteer. Okay, I'm getting the mechanics down now for flying. Yeah, a little bit left will get us. Will get us north, north facing. We're almost flying north. We're flying northish. So WASD controls. Yeah, I figured that out. Okay, space and control. And toggle fire at will. Well, presumably at some point we are going to run into some stinking pirates. Dirty, rotten, stinking pirates. Up, it's a storm. We're pretty much heading directly north. I have completed set sail. That doesn't look good. Captain? Captain? Oop! Well, I hope you've enjoyed this demo. My assumption is it's inescapable that you crash. Space whale, sky whale. Bloop. Unlock a guardian entry to view. An eager driftwing. That's what we have seen over there. Uh-huh. Am I going to talk to a bird? Oh my, you are still alive! I saw your airship fall, its wreckage scattered across this island. You should not have survived such a fall, and yet here you stand. I've seen crimson vortices. They say vortexes, it's a vortices. Tear through the skies. Yours is not the first to be claimed. Others have fallen before you, dragged down by the same storms. My sight is clouded. For now, you must find your footing. Perhaps in time, your presence will reveal what I cannot see. Go forth, traveler. You have much to learn. Okay. I have to collect stone and gemstone shards and craft a capture crystal or something. Collect stones. Well, I'm trying, but I'm not getting any pop-ups. These are crystals, I'm assuming. Okay, there we go. We can pick up the gemstone chart. Ah, XP for those. Nice. Oh, and stone. I don't really need stone. I already have that in my head. Rocks in my head. It's a joke. Open my inventory to craft items. Well, I can't craft them yet. I have to have everything that I'm supposed to have first. Like now. There we go. Capture crystal was, I think, 3 I needed. Let's craft them all. That was fast. Item will be placed in queue until other resources are obtained. Did I not just craft those? Oh, there we go. Usable items are automatically added to your action bar. Well, I will pick up some additional stuff while evidently I am continuing to craft in time. I didn't notice if it actually placed listed a time that it took for those to craft up. Doesn't say it. I don't see the time listed anywhere for a capture crystal. But I have 3 of them now. And presumably I'm going to use those to capture critters. Let's... Oop. Social, gain knowledge, manage roster, companions. So it looks like we're going to have multiple companions. Right, it hasn't actually given me a quest, but presumably I'm going to use these crystals to capture an eager driftwing or 2. Okay, I think it's selected. 100% chance. I'm level 2. Deploy and recall your guardian. Gee. I have a pet. It's an eager driftwing. And he has 2 attacks. Oh, I don't know what those are. I hit Alt. I guess it's a targeted spot to reach. Luminara. The Driftwing can help you explore this world, giving you the ability to glide. I did see that. Okay, that explains why. I thought the flying/glide mechanic looked a little strange. I couldn't tell if we were an animal or if we were on the animal. But there are even greater guides if you look to the skies. High in the cloud are wind seers, ancient colossal whales, whose presence can remove the shadows on your map. When courage calls, take a leap of faith and command your Driftwing to unfurl its wings. Use space to glide onto the wind seer. Once there, you may uncover a portion of your map. Alright, there's the big ass whale. So we're gonna jump and hit space. Okay, that works. Collect Windseer's eye to reveal. I don't want to take its eye. It'd be blind. We do not seem to be going up. Oh, we are. Never mind. We are. Well, here we are. For those of you who've read Glenn Cook's Black Company, very reminiscent of the Sky Whales. Collect Windseer's eye. Well, I'm up here, but I'm not immediately seeing an eye. Whoop. There was a pop-up here briefly. This is jittery. I'm not sure if it's meant to be because we're on a critter's back or it's just a visual issue. Collect a Windseer's eye. I didn't think they meant the actual eye. Okay, then. Shift to run, unsurprisingly. Oh, maybe this? Ah, reveal a Windseer. A mystical orb infused with the wisdom of the skies, plucked from the blowhole of a Windseer. Oh, I've been called a blowhole once or twice. Reveals hidden lands and forgotten paths on your map, guiding you through the clouded seas. Item was stored in your special items tab. And I guess that's where we are. The Coral Labyrinth. Skylight Haven. We've got a Spirit Titan level 14 Storm Elemental. Over there's a Mammoth Titan level 22 Arcane Elemental. Level 12's Shadow Elemental. Okay. Spawn location, Eternal Aurelion level 48. Alright, well, a section of the map has indeed been... I'm going to guess that we can catch an updraft from the blowhole, if you'll pardon the expression. Okay, and what are we supposed to do next? Set sail. Okay. Knowledge. Knowledge is what brings us together today. Campsite, capture crystal, cloth, hammer, stone pickaxe, stone hatchet, and fire pit. Those are the recipes I have learned. I have 4 knowledge points. Knowns. I guess that means that those are the ones that have known, and these will require Well, we'll spend 1 point, 1 point, and 2 points. And now we have all of them, and we have all these other recipes. We must craft and use a hammer to build structures. Captured with a capture crystal. I haven't defeated anything in battle yet. Guardians, we have lots of different kinds of guardians you can have for pets. Holy shit, that looks like what? 150? Something like that. A lot. And fish. I have no fish. And we have an exclamation point here. I'm trying to figure out what it is in reference to. Maybe I have to click there. I did. No, that was not it. So what is the exclamation point requiring of me? Passive, calm and indifferent. They ignore others. This gives me the gliding ability. They like savor meat treats. Commonly drop raw meat, hide pelt, and astral orbs. And apparently they can be used for lumbering, transporting, construction, and mana generation. So do we have an active quest? We do not seem to have one. So this is where we crashed initially. Grab some more stone and more crystal just because we're here. Well, that looks like a bright, shiny, lit place. I'm going there. Got a big beam of magical looking light. Interact with the Altar of Fortitude. Welcome, traveler. I require a gift. I have rocks and I have crystals. In exchange for 5 gemstone shards, I'll give you the power of increased fortitude. What do you wish? Increase attack, increase stamina. Attack. Yes. Ignite my flames and the power will be yours. Plus 10 to attack. Okay. There's a level 1 fluff. I can pick up wood. Learn about newly discovered guardians in your guardian deck. There's the fluff, okay. Capture and defeat in combat, or observe this guardian with a spyglass to learn more about it. Well, let's... Can I capture it? I'm going to try to capture it. .52.5% chance. I assume I captured it. I have a fluff. They like fruit leaf treats. They drop stuff. And they're useful for things. That probably holds true for many things, that they're good for things and can do things. More wood. Oh, bird brain. Luminara. You may craft items, but only if you've unlocked their recipes in the knowledge table. A stone hatchet and pickaxe will help you gather faster, and a hammer enables you to build a home. Hatchet, pickaxe, hammer. Use them well. Pressing K. Right, we already have these. Because we're level 2, that unlocked these. And then we'll gain knowledge and we'll unlock more stuff. So we want hammer, pickaxe, and hatchet. We're going to need wood, fiber, and stone. I don't really see the wood. The only time I see the pop-up for wood is like when I get to it. Wood, fiber, and stone. Right? That looks like a box. Box of goodies. I will take all. Precious stone, a rare stone that can occasionally be unearthed on beaches. Grab a shovel and go digging. Look for an X in the sand. So we got 3 fur pelts, 2 precious stones, and some tidal doubloons. See, it says pick up wood. I don't see any wood there. Am I just blind? I guess there was a stick. Okay, those look like wood. Yeah, those look like big-ass chunks of wood. All right. So, I think we've got enough to make the hammer. Okay, that's not crafting. There we go. We can make a hammer. If I had a hammer. I just want to craft 1. And there, we now have it. We can now build. Hello, bird brain. You may wish to establish a homestead using your new hammer. Look for a suitable location and build a sturdy shelter. I'd recommend you first place down a camp spire. Serves as your hub, which unlocks fast travel and will claim a portion of the land as your own. All right. But I also need fiber. I'm going to assume that comes from bushes. Oh, more wood. Fiber thread. Yep, I'm right. Palm leaves. Fiber thread. Fiber thread. Fiber thread. Fiber thread. More fiber thread. Lots of fiber thread. Gemstone shards. I wonder if we can use the magical buff station to permanently increase my other stats. Let's see. Crafting. Stone pickaxe. Craft. And we need one more for a stone hatchet, I think. Yep, one more. Pick up wood. There we go. That should be it. Why is it red? Do I not have enough stone? I have the stone. I should be able to craft a stone hatchet. Until the resource is obtained. What resource? There we go. We got them both. Okay. Build a campfire. Build a fire pit. So the hammer. Build blueprints. Access the structure. So we've got what? Delete a structure. It starts on delete? That seems bad. Blueprints. Import blueprint. Using JSON. Wow, okay. Correct a structure. All neighboring structures. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Hide inputs. Display inputs. Alright. Select a structure and select a new location. That's for moving. Blueprints. Cooking and farming. Campfire. Okay, I need more wood. Right now I'm just picking up a bunch of stuff, trying to decide. It's kind of nighttime. I kind of wish it was daytime so that I could see things a bit clearer as to where I want to build. I mean, I don't think we want to build up here, even if they'd let us, because this is like magical and perhaps holy place. Kind of like this, though. This is a flat area. It's near whatever that is, and near whatever that is, and also near whatever that is. So it's got that going for it. We're going to build the campfire. It's building. I'm building it. With my hammer. I pressed the button. But the timer did not start or failed. Something. Anyway, so how long have I been streaming for? There we go. Your guardians may be strong, but even they need care. To keep them happy, make sure they're well fed and have a place to sleep. Each companion working your base needs their own guardian bed, or their spirits will begin to wane. Tired or hungry guardians lose their drive, and their bond with you may suffer. You all may also use the brush to help lift their mood. Treat them well, and they'll stand by you through any storm. Okay. I have to build 3 guardian beds. Well, no, we have to build a fire pit first, so that will be cooking and farming. Fire pit. We need more wood, stone, and we need flint. Wood, stone, and flint. So you get XP for everything, it seems like. I'm getting stone and salt. So that's not flint, which I was kind of hoping for. Some more stone. Palm leaf. Let's swap to the choppity chop. Good, you don't have to chop down the whole tree to get wood. That's nice. Presumably at some point it falls over. But we did not reach that point. Ding 3! We have to find flint. Flint. That rock looks different. Perhaps that is flint. No. It's just rock. Oh, we did get flint. Flint and coral. Okay, yeah, it does look more like coral, I have to say. All right, we're getting some flint, a little bit of iron ore. All right. I broke that rock completely because of the might. Wow, the screen blur is much. I don't know if you guys can see that the same way I'm seeing it. The screen blur is a lot. We are back to the building. We can build a fire pit. Where would we like our fire pit? How about right there?